let's just get to what we all wanted to hear.
Yeah, might as well.
Hey, what do you have in store for us? Because
yeah,
it's better be
if it's another Ponybush versus Coffee read, I wouldn't mind the slightest.
Oh, well, not tonight, but maybe some other night, though, now that you can put it on my mind.
This better be worth delaying Blues Brothers another few days.
Well, 2 fanfics I found, one of which was both of these were featured on Equestria Daily again.
Couldn't you find them elsewhere?
What?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just...
yeah. Both of these are featured on EQD. Both of them are Twilight Sparkle-centric, which is kind of the whole reason I wanted IMShadow here.
Yay!
I will not get diabetes. I will not!
You brought me here. You brought this upon yourself, guys. You brought this upon yourself, boys.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
I better take myself some Tylenol before this.
Shadow Storm, I see you there, and yes, I still plan on finishing Trixie's little problem. I'm not going to be put down so easily by that Vic.
We'll see. We'll see, Shadow.
Anyways, both of these are decent length, I should say. One of them is actually a dark comedy, I should say.
Ooh!
Dear. What's that?
Yeah, anyways, let's start with the other one first, the Twilight Sparkle-centric one.
Okay.
This one's it's another random comedies.
So, Lord.
By Alex Magnet, the fiction is called Literary Love Literally.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
Yeah,
literally love, blah, blah, blah.
And yes, just by my luck, because, well, I know you're gonna rip the hell out of me for this, but yeah, Trixie's in this one too. So, what do you say?
You just couldn't stay away from the great and powerful Trixie.
Shut up. And
considering the comic I want you boys to be in, it's no exception.
Yeah. Well, the ending blurb here says, written during a tea-fueled bout of midnight madness induced by looking at one too many Twixie pics on DeviantArt. Someone save me from myself.
Twixie.
Quite a powerful Twixie! Oh!
What? Right off the bat?
I did that to myself, goddammit. Okay, what do you say we get into this madness?
Yes, link me the fic, please.
The one and only chapter here is quite, try saying this one 5 times fast.
Okay.
The one and only chapter here is called Litigious Literature Leaves Lovers Lonely.
What is with that shit?
Literature leaves lost lovers lonely. Okay. I can't do it.
Gotcha. What do you say we dive in, shall we?
Okay, go ahead.
This is Literary Love Literally by Alex Magnet.
You know what I love?
Said Twilight, glancing at the window displays out of the corner of her eye as she walked down the street.
Books.
She finished, interrupting Spike. That's surprising, said Spike with an eye roll that could have flipped a small What? An eye roll that could have flipped a small cottage.
Unnecessary.
Well, alright then. I thought you were going to say lemon tarts.
I suppose I do like lemon tarts now that you mention it. Although...
She turned her head a little to the side as if she were trying to look at something slightly out of her field of vision.
I'm not sure I love them. That seems a bit strong, doesn't it? Can you actually love an inanimate object? Is that even legal?
Tell that to the woman that married a bridge.
Or the guy that's probably married to that Twilight plushie right about now.
Nope.
Yeah, too spooky, too spooky.
Yeah, tell it to the woman who married the Eiffel Tower. Trust me, I don't think you want. Trust me, if you guys want to go to France, I am pretty sure none of you guys want to go near the Eiffel Tower who smells like fish oil.
I also remember on Soul Eater, one of the characters, a woman, tried to marry a toilet.
In Japan, there's a guy actually married to a video game character. I swear to God, I kid you not. There's a guy in Japan married to a video game character.
Boy.
Let's
go.
Moving on. Spike leaned forward, placing his chin on the top of Twilight's head so that when he talked, she could feel it. Does it matter?
Of course it does.
Twilight shot back, tilting her head up to look at him.
I don't want to go to jail for loving a lemon tart.
I don't think falling in love with a lemon tart will be illegal. That's not one of the illegal things that will probably land you in jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then don't, Spike replied with a shrug. No one's making you love anything.
I suppose you're right.
She sighed.
I never would have worked it between us anyway.
Yeah, all their arguments are going to be one-sided conversations.
It would have... With a slightly somber expression, Twilight decided to push the thought of those delicious lemon tarts out of her mind.
Anyway, so back to what I was saying about books.
And you loving them?
Yes, and me loving... Wait.
She suddenly stopped, jerking Spike right into her horn.
If I can't love lemon tarts, does that mean I can't love books either? Dun dun dun!
Oh, well, you want to go for Rainbow Dash. Dun dun dun!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, us three makes the Fiddlers three, and that's who we be. Friends for eternity.
Wait, what?
Friendship is magic.
I'm just making a quote about how we're gonna be best of friends for the rest of eternity, because we are Fiddlers three.
Because friendship is magic.
we make good team.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, continue.
Spike rubbed his nose tenderly. Maybe? His half-answer snapped Twilight across the face like so many thesaurus... Try that again. Like so many thesauruses being tossed out the window because there aren't enough symptoms for said. It felt like the entire equestrian equilateral equine equilibrium section of the library collapsed on top of her. What?
Saying that. Equestrian equilateral equine equilibrium.
What?
Okay.
Can somebody put that in English?
I have no idea. With an overly dramatic waver, her knees turned to mush, and she collapsed on the ground, sending Spike tumbling across the sidewalk. Well, I can already tell this is before lesson 0, I'll tell you that.
Oh dear, you know where this is going?
Mm-hmm. As she writhed around in her self-imposed agony, Twilight groaned.
Oh no, this is terrible news! If I can't love books, then what am I supposed to do? What do I tell my parents? Will they accept me? What?
They can accept you still.
I never thought that.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. And I ended up seeing this frequently. I'd be more worried instead of Twilight loving books that she makes out with them.
Okay, I don't think loving a hobby will make your parents think any less of you.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Try thinking physical making out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being and you're like what you said, being an object sexual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Using
Oh,
your
then.
book.
I'm Twilight Sparkle, and I'm married to my library.
It's official. Twilight Sparkle. You need a life.
Yes. Spike gingerly got to his feet and dusted himself, raising an eyebrow at Twilight. Ponies passing by, stepped over her awkwardly, though none were particularly perturbed, oddly enough. Walking over to her, Spike put his hands on his hips and tapped his foot. Twilight, he said, you're being ridiculous. No one said you can't love books, or lemon tarts for that matter. You just look silly. Twilight abruptly stopped her squirming and stared at Spike harshly. Her eyes narrowed into thin slits. Oh, fuck.
You're the one who said it was wrong.
Yeah. That's what
She is right.
she said, her tone not nearly as accusatory as she had intended. I didn't say anything like that.
Why can't you just accept me for who I am?
I do.
If that's true, then why do you hate books?
I don't. Twilight clicked her tongue.
I didn't know why you were so prejudiced. I don't know why you're so prejudiced, Spike. Honestly, I'm surprised at you.
Huh?
Prejudice?
Because she
likes books?
And
Yeah,
books
I
are
was going to
apparently human?
And I invented tuna?
Where did that come from?
Watch bum reviews of Chester A. Bum to get the reference.
Wait, what?
Nostalgia Critic's other persona, Chester A. Bum.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Spike's right claw careened towards his face at breakneck speeds, hitting his forehead with a resounding slap. Face claw. With his hand still firmly planted on his forehead, he said, "Look, why don't we just find out if it's legal to love inanimate objects, and then we can get this whole ridiculous thing put to bed." Lifting herself to her hooves, Twilight clicked her tongue again.
You sure changed your tune pretty fast.
Spike's mouth opened slightly, but no words came out. What?
First, you tell me that my love is wrong.
She said, holding up one hoof.
And not 2 minutes later, you're talking about putting books to bed.
She said, holding up her other hoof.
What next? Are you going to tell me that you and that lemon tart are still seeing each other?
What?
Shadow,
Okay.
Sorry,
Sorry, I can't do that. I couldn't say that loud with a straight face.
you want to repeat that for Gonzo then?
What next? Okay. Are you going to tell me that you and that lemon tart are still seeing each other?
I didn't know Spike had a love interest like that.
Elizabeth.
I'd say it's another shipping.
Yeah, she asked, holding up one more hoof. How are you even standing?
Don't beat around the bush, Spike.
Okay, just wait a second, Spike pleaded, holding up his hand. He waited for Twilight to untangle herself before continuing. Counting on his fingers, he said, "Okay, first things first. Lemon and I broke up 2 months ago."
What? What?
So apparently Spike is loving the lemon tart.
Okay. Secondly, I didn't say that loving books was wrong. You did. And third, books aren't even my type.
Wow.
Well, I can see why he and Twilight fight so much.
Yeah. Oh, Master Soul Warrior in the chat. Spike X Lemon Tart. Shipper like FedEx. Ship it!
Oh, by the way, before I damn forgot, somebody made an actual button with that.
I was trying to write that down, and somebody showed it to me. I couldn't find it
I
again.
think I have it saved. You guys continue on while I locate it.
All right. Twilight raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
Okay,
She said cautiously.
I'll believe you. For now.
Whatever, fine, that's good enough. Spike put his counting fingers away and brought out his pointing finger, using it to indicate a generally westerly direction. Look, let's just go back home. I know you have a few equestrian law books lying around somewhere. I tripped over one that one time. We'll just find one of those, look up the love laws, and get this sorted out once and for all. Is my mic coming in clearly, by the way?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, alright, just making sure.
They're good.
Twilight nodded firmly.
Yes, that sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like we need to head to the library then.
Yeah, that's just what I said. A cheerful smile split Twilight's face.
Sounds lovely. Well, let's get going then.
She turned west and began trotting up toward the library, leaving Spike standing on the sidewalk shaking his head. Sounds like a real pain in the...
Spike!
Oh! Twilight called.
Let's go!
She waved him towards her, and with a heaving sigh, he jogged to catch up to her, his little feet padding on the hard cobblestone.
Padding.
I found it.
Oh boy. As Turkish Phantom says, oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Okay, let me see.
Yes, I am downloading this, because I can. I say, you open... we'll get back to it. As the two disappeared around a corner... What the heck? A pony sitting at a restaurant across the street set down the coffee cup she had been drinking from and lowered the newspaper that had been obscuring her face.
Wonder what pony that could be.
Shrewd violet eyes hid beneath the silvery mane of the deep ocean blue mare.
Silver mane, violet eyes, ocean blue mare.
Colgate? No.
Oh God.
What?
Trixie.
Oh no! No, Trixie!
A neatly folded gray and black newspaper sat next to her half-drunk ivory coffee cup, half filled with a brown liquid of which some had accidentally been spilled on a rosy tablecloth, much of the daisy-maned waitress's chagrin. Waitress! Oh,
Go ahead.
no, you go on.
Waitress?
The mayor called. As the sour-faced waitress approached, she thought to herself,
Twilight Sparkle loves books. Perhaps Trixie can take advantage of this.
I was right!
Oh God, no, please!
We are screwed!
No, please! I don't want to be sexually involved with a book!
You will not
This
be
shit
sexually
never
involved
gets
with a
old.
book. You will be sexually involved with a bookworm. Get it?
God. Okay.
Yeah,
Great
what
and
is it?
powerful
What, Ron?
Go ahead.
Yeah, what is it? The waitress asked, her lips pursed tightly.
The great and powerful Trixie requires more coffee.
She answered with a toss of her mane.
Another newspaper. This one is folded.
Right away, miss, the waitress said so sarcastically that she actually sounded sincere. Trixie rubbed her hooves together, scheming.
Yes, it's only a matter of time now, Sparkle. Trixie will have her way if it's the last thing she does.
You plotting something? The waitress asked as she set down a new coffee cup and unfolded the newspaper.
That was fast.
Trixie pointed out. I'm very good at my job.
If you were so good, you would have brought Trixie her coffee 20 minutes ago when she asked for it. Anyhow, Trixie does not plot anything. She only
Plot.
schemes. Scheming is far more exciting.
Plot.
We're so mature.
Trixie said, rubbing her hooves together more dramatically. The waitress rolled her eyes. Okay, whatever, great and powerful Trixie, but can you go scheme somewhere else? You're scaring off all the customers. And indeed, though she hadn't noticed it before, there wasn't a single soul at the restaurant besides Trixie.
It appears this location has been compromised.
Trixie said quietly.
Fine. The great and powerful Trixie will conduct her scheming elsewhere.
Gathering up her newspaper, Trixie started to walk away before the waitress stopped her. Hey, wait! You have to pay first! With a dramatic twirl of her cape, Trixie spun around.
Pay for what? I don't see anything.
The waitress cocked an eyebrow. She glanced down at the table and saw that the coffee cup had disappeared. Her eyes shot back up, but Trixie was already several hundred feet away, turning the corner, newspaper, and coffee cup in hoof. She cursed under her breath. Every time!
Darn!
Well-
I know it's here somewhere.
Twilight said, tossing a pair of books over her shoulder.
I'm not sure whether it would be under L for law or E for equestrian law.
Twilight shook her hoof angrily.
Curse you, Dewey Decimal!
So,
Well-
apparently the Dewey Decimal System exists in Equestria?
If it were, it'd be under
Apparently.
L for law. Has been, always will be.
Yes.
As Spike waded waist-deep through a pile of books on equestrian boating, he said, Just calm down, Twilight. I'm sure it's around. We just need to keep looking, is all. He picked up a red leather-bound book and dusted it off. Not equestrian law. That's oddly unhelpful.
Quit messing around, Spike. This book isn't going to find itself.
Magenta Light scooped up a pair of books and dumped them in front of Twilight.
Wrong again, and still no. Is it just me, or do these titles seem weird?
Wait, what was the title?
Wrong again, and still no.
Don't get it, I'll check it later.
The titles of the books were literally Wrong Again and Still No. That is literally what the books were called.
What the hell?
Spike shrugged. I don't know. Seems right to me. I mean, look at this. He said, holding up a green and black book with the word stenciled on the cover. They'll have to try harder than that.
Ah!
He tossed it aside, knocking over a pile of books in the process and sending an avalanche towards Twilight as well. After dislodging herself from Book Mountain, Twilight gave Spike an unamused look. Dusting the books off her, she said,
How'd you say you found it last time?
I tripped over it by accident.
Well, maybe you should just walk around it for a bit until you trip it over again.
Spike chuckled. Yeah, right, pretty sure. That's not how. Wah! Flailing his arms wildly, Spike crashed to the ground after tripping over a particularly thick book. frayed with age and dragon footprints. Once he had righted himself, he picked the book up and flipped it over. Aha! Found it! Books
Wow!
went flying in all directions as Twilight tossed
Gotcha!
into the air and tore across the room to swipe the book from Spike's hands. In a dizzying display of magic, she grabbed the book
Hold on.
and then tossed it into the air.
Hold on, you're kind of broken up. You're kind of breaking up. Hold on.
Okay.
Hang on. Something must be going on. Must have been something else going on. Okay, try again.
Okay.
Where is it?
Okay, we're good.
In a dizzying display of magic, she grabbed the book and then tossed it into the air, teleporting behind it with a flash and then catching the book again. Spike commented, well, that seemed unnecessary.
It's called Style, Spike. Look it up.
Ooh.
Hang on a minute. Something's happening. Give me just
Oh.
one good minute.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm gonna need to lower the resolution. Just give me one good minute.
Is it?
Yep.
I just stopped for a while and then re-recorded, and it's now we're starting up. We
Okay.
should be back up. There we go. We're live
Okay.
now.
So it's still recording again?
It's still recording.
Alright.
I've been using Broadcaster this whole time, really.
Alright, so, where were we? Okay.
It's called Style, Spike. Look it up.
Said Twilight, sticking her tongue out. Oh, that's really mature, Twilight. Sitting back on her haunches, she flipped the book open and skipped ahead a few thousand pages.
Looking
Oh,
under.
let's see. Lollipops, lotion, lottery, lemonade. Whoops, went back a bit. Loofah, lounge. Ah, here we go.
She set the book on the ground so Spike could see and began to read from the entry titled Love.
Love, as defined by equestrian law magistrate, is the strong feeling of attraction one sentiment being felt toward another. As such, one could describe the feeling one has towards one's family as love, but not, for example, the feeling one has towards literature. At best, one could say they really like books or enjoy reading books, but love, as mandated by the law, is impossible.
It is law. The law!
It is
Oh, then.
the law.
I am law!
I am the law!
I feel law, 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 law.
Wow, I think Invert had a spastic moment of insanity due to the heat.
I believe so.
Bitch, I have those all the time. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, for the second time that day, Twilight felt as if she had been slapped across the face by so many law books. Really?
She's heartbroken.
Spike tried to pat her on the shoulder comfortingly and say, don't worry, it'll be okay. But all that came out was a snort and then raucous laughter as he doubled over and collapsed in a fit of giggles. Twilight's lip trembled ever so slightly, but before a single teardrop could find its way down her cheek, really?
Really, Twilight? Come on.
She heard a knock at the door. Immediately, her face grew serious.
Who's that?
She asked in a harsh whisper.
Do you think it's the police?
As Spike wiped away a stray tear, he said, "Don't be silly. Why would the police be here?"
What if they found out about my forbidden love?
What?
Forbidden love, my god.
Twilight, what is wrong with you?
That's our nerdy Twilight for you.
No idea what the hell she's doing anymore, does she?
What the hell, Twilight?
Oh, come on. There's no way. Police, open up!
Oh, crap!
What the hell?
Police!
In tandem, Twilight and Spike's heads turned to look at the door suddenly, then looked back at each other. After a second, Spike raised an eyebrow as if asking what he should do. Twilight shrugged, so Twilight shrugged, so Spike shrugged as well and headed towards the door. Maybe they just want directions? He said to himself.
I don't think I want directions.
His claw poised, ready to grab the doorknob. Spike didn't even get a chance to touch it before the door flung open and sent him careening across the room. As he crashed headlong into a stack of books, a pair of ponies walked in.
What?
Huh?
"Hey, Twi!" shouted Rainbow Dash as she and Applejack cantered towards Twilight. "Didn't see you there, Spike. Sorry, bud."
Yikes!
Oh,
Rainbow Dash! God damn it! You nearly gave us heart attacks!
The look
Dash,
of worry-
you are the prankster.
Yep. The look of worry clouding Twilight's face moments before disappeared in a flash and was replaced by a look of confusion.
Rainbow Dash, Applejack, what are you girls doing here?
We just thought we'd stop by and say hi, Sugar Cube, Applejack said cheerily. Can't friends just stop by and announce every so often?
No, it's fine. It's just... What was with the police routine?
Applejack shot a sidelong glare at Rainbow. Just some pony's idea of a practical joke.
I see. You girls just startled me a bit is all.
Applejack's eyes narrowed. Why? You don't want to do nothing illegal, were ya?
Me?
Hold on.
No, I never do, something like that.
Twilight answered while doing her best to hide the massive law book behind her back.
Don't be ridiculous.
Twilight?
I don't know why, but something's not right.
What?
I don't know. Call quality dropped again. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Let's just go along with it and just see if we can press forward or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but this is a really weird one so far. Okay. Really? Asked Rainbow. Because it kind of looks like you're hiding something behind your back right now. Like, I'm no police officer, but that looks kind of suspicious. I mean, you gotta admit.
Oh, this old thing?
Twilight said, bringing out the book as if she hadn't just been trying to hide it.
It's just, for research. Yeah, I'm studying up on law. For fun. And stuff. Yeah, Twilight.
I'll believe that when the shit turns pepper and smells like rainbow sherbet.
Twilight, you're a worse liar than Applejack.
Burn. Right. Well, anyway, AJ and I were wondering if you and Spike wanted to come down to that bookstore off 8th Street. Apparently the author of Daring Do is going to be there selling copies of her new book, and AJ wants to buy some dumb book about apples or whatever, because that's literally all she thinks about. Yep.
What?
Applejack chirped happily. I sell apples and apple
No. What did you say?
Wait, what?
Yep. I sell apples and apples accessories, so I gotta know my stuff.
Okay.
Did we went from Equestria all the way to Arlene, Texas?
Apparently so.
Okay,
All the way to freaking King of the Hill!
Oh, that sounds great.
Dang it, Bobbit. I sell propane and propane accessories.
Oh, that sounds great.
Twilight said, forgetting herself for a moment.
I love books. When you go Twilight, you opened your mouth.
It was like the whole world had ground to a halt. Everyone's eyes turned on Twilight as she gulped. Applejack's mouth opened slowly. Did you all just say you love books? Was her only response. Dude, Twi, that's like wrong. Spike facepalmed for a second time that day. Well,
I think we should get Twilight out of the library and into society again.
Twilight, go home. You're drunk.
She
a
is home.
drawstring bag hit the counter, releasing the sounds of dozens of coins all knocking against each other. On the other end of the bag was a violet-eyed mare with the biggest smirk this time at the Equestrian Smirk Convention.
There is no such thing.
Smirk convention?
Yes. Yes, the attendant behind the desk cocked an eyebrow. Can I help you?
The great and powerful Trixie demands that you turn her into a book.
What?
What?
Is that even possible?
Trixie wants to be turned into a book.
It's gonna be one of those, shall we say, pointless?
The attendant leaned over to his co-worker and whispered rather loudly, "Is this mare for real?" With his eye on the satchel of bits, he asked, "So you want me to do what now?" Trixie stood on her hind legs and placed her hooves on her hips, sticking her chest out proudly.
I demand that you turn me into a book suitable of my greatness, so that I may woo Twilight Sparkle into falling in love with me.
What?
Not this shit again!
God damn it.
Didn't we already put that down with the Twilight Trixie story?
Come on! I just got through a Twilight and Trixie story. Have you no mercy?
Trix!
I don't think we have that shit here.
Oh.
We have no shame in this fandom.
Slowly, and you came to me? He pointed to his barren head. Trixie nodded firmly.
This is a bookstore, is it not?
Yes, as in a store that sells books, not turns ponies into them. Trixie clicked her tongue, falling back to her hooves again.
I should have you reported in false advertising. Trixie will not stand for this. I demand to see your manager.
What?
How is that false advertising?
Sorry, Trixie, but you're confused. Or have you gotten yourself so indulgent about yourself that you have no idea how the real world works?
I agree.
Yeah. He went out for lunch 20 minutes ago! The attendant's co-worker called from his desk. Trixie's lips pursed.
Well, it appears we're at an impasse.
No, we're at a Barnes and Noble's.
Barnes and Noble's?
Well, Barnes and Noble's exists in Equestria.
Barnes and Noble's.
Oh, God. With a huff, Trixie spun around to face the ponies milling around the bookstore. Most of them were crowded around a table that had been set up near the back, but the rest were meandering up and down the aisles aimlessly.
Attention, every pony. The great and powerful Trixie requires your attention.
About half the ponies stopped to look at her, including the mare behind the desk in the back.
I have a bag of bits for any pony who can change me into a book equal to my greatness.
The store was silent, save for the few ponies still chatting away happily.
Any pony? All I require is a moment of your time.
Silence reigned. Finally, the mare of the desk in the back spoke up. I'll do it! She shouted across the room. Trixie's eyes lit up. Scooping the bag up, she hurried across the room to the desk, shoving all the other ponies in line out of the way as she went.
Out of my way!
He cried. Reaching the desk in record time, she slammed the bag down and shoved it towards the brown-eyed mare.
Payment as promised. Now make me a book.
The mare picked the bag up and tested its weight. Giving a satisfied nod, she set it back down. Okay, Miss Bossy Pants, what kind of book are we talking here? Comedy, romance, adventure, sci-fi, history, crime, what? Trixie smirked.
Only one book could possibly live up to the greatness as the great and powerful Trixie.
Oh? What's that? They say that Trixie's smirk grew 3 sizes that day, and somewhere far off, the inter-equestrian smirk champion suddenly felt as if he'd been outdone.
How the hell?
What'd you say, Gonzo?
How the hell? Are we really going through that shit? Let's just go. I give up.
I ain't want to question other ponies' morals and whatnot, but loving things that can't love back just ain't right. It's like saying I love apples, or that I love flying. Just ain't natural. Twilight sighed loudly.
Can we just drop it already? I said that you girls were right 10 minutes ago when we left.
I know, but I'm just trying to make sure you understand, Sugar Cube, Applejack said kindly. Just one friend looking out for another.
Thanks, but I think I'll be alright.
Spike suddenly said, oh look, we're here. All 4 of them looked up and noticed that they had stopped conveniently right in front of the Barnes and Noble's.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Confrontation!
Oh fuck.
Twilight, turn back! Turn back!
Inside, they could see ponies browsing the aisles, but most of the customers were gathered near the back, beside a desk with a mirror sitting at it. There she is! Oh my gosh, she's right there! Rainbow cried happily. Without even waiting for her friends to tell her how childish she sounded, Rainbow Dash sprinted through the door and towards the back. Someone's excited.
Who?
Spike chuckled at. Applejack placed a hoof on Twilight's shoulder and pulled her in close. Look, just try to contain yourself, okay? At least while we're in public. Twilight sidled out from underneath Applejack's hoof and said,
I'll be fine. Let's just go inside and see if we can stop Rainbow from doing anything crazy.
I think you can play on that.
Yeah.
Pushing past Applejack, Twilight calmly strode through the swinging glass doors and towards the back. Watching her go, Applejack sighed under her breath. Rainbow 1 ain't the one I'm worried about. She looked down at Spike, who shrugged back at her. Well, come on then, Spike. Best get to stopping any craziness that might happen. Good luck, Spike muttered. Yeah, good luck indeed. As they made their way towards the ponies gathered around the back, Applejack and Spike saw Rainbow Dash fangirling it up near the mayor signing books. But what really caught their attention was Twilight. Oh, God.
What's she doing now?
She was staring at a massive periwinkle-colored book that stood at the same height as the average pony, and had a crude drawing of what looked like two unicorns eating each other on the cover.
What? Okay. What?
Did they literally turn Trixie into a book?
Let's keep reading.
And the way it said two unicorns eating each other, I think it's a smut book.
And in a bookstore?
I don't know. There's the adult section.
Oh, God. Listen to this, guys. Twilight's eyes were wide as she looked up and down the book.
It's so big. Will it even fit inside my library?
It will!
Oh, dear God.
I think we lost her.
No, I'm still alive.
Barely.
I'm trying to contain my sanity.
I think you're not going to hold it out much longer.
I'll be okay. Just go.
Applejack bit her lip. She placed a hoof on Twilight's back and tried to spin her around. I know what you're thinking, Twi. Don't do it. I'm telling you, it ain't right. Twilight ignored her, and Rainbow Dash was too busy rolling all over the mayor's desk, giggling like a school filly to help Applejack. So, with no one to stop her, Twilight put her hooves on the book and ran them down the binding. Oh, listen to this. Listen to this, guys. She could have sworn she felt the book shiver, but wrote it off as a trick of the light or maybe swamp gas.
It is! Trixie is now a book!
Gonzo.
Do I have to read this?
Gonzo, you are so not going to like this.
Guys, do I really have to read this part?
You can do it. You just hold on to the slipper of your sanity, lady.
Okay. Twilight Molestia. Okay. It feels so rigid. I wonder what kind of binding it is. Case, oversewn, sewn through the fold, double-fan adhesive. I have to know!
She threw herself on top of the book, toppling it over. She writhed around in ecstasy on top of the open book, breathing in the heady scent of a freshly printed book. Hot off the shelf, it was just almost enough to push her over the edge.
I don't care what anyone says. I love books!
She rolled around in the pages, feeling their pulpy texture rub against her as she cried out uncontrollably.
No!
Yes!
Oh, dear.
Twilight X books!
Ship it like FedEx! Ship it!
Oh, screw!
You just had to! Why?
Vernon, you had to do that, didn't you?
Oh!
Vernon, you're a jerk!
That's what you get for messing with Ian Burnett's shadow.
That's it! I'm gonna send a bunch of Trixie porn your way!
Oh, anyway,
I hate you!
I'm so sorry.
Oh, what have I gotten myself into?
What have we gotten ourselves into? We're getting through this
Keep reading before I rage quit.
No, Twilight! I told you it ain't right! You have to stop this! Oblivious to her friends shouting, Twilight rubbed her muzzle against the book, planting kisses all along its length.
How can something that feels so right be so wrong? What?
What is the matter with this?
Rainbow! Applejack said quickly, grabbing the mesmerized Pegasus and pulling her away from the unperturbed author. We gotta stop her before she gets out of hand! Out of what? Out of control! Oh. Quick, grab her legs and we'll drag her off, said Applejack, reaching for Twilight, who was doing her best to ignore the other two. Spike, you too! Huh? Said Spike. He hadn't been paying attention for the last few minutes and was absent-mindedly reading through the latest issue of Gentle Dragon's Quarterly.
Oh,
Right. He set the magazine down and made to help Applejack grab Twilight. I don't know, guys. It looks like she's handling it pretty well to me, said Rainbow Dash. I mean, she's totally got this under control.
I wouldn't know about that, Dash.
I don't think
Rainbow
so.
Dash wasn't even looking at Twilight. Her eyes were still fixated on the mayor sitting behind the desk, who seemed oddly unaffected by the events occurring around her. She's a trooper. A bit of drool hung from Rainbow's mouth, where she quickly wiped away. I'm gonna go do something, she said, leaving Spike and Applejack to deal with Twilight. What? He's totally gonna go clop to Daring Do, I can tell.
Is that what this is about? Was that Mare the author of the Daring Do books?
Yes.
She so loves.
Well, said Spike with a sigh, having been kicked away by Twilight for the third time. I have a feeling this won't end well. Shoot, Applejack cursed. Here come the police.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is real. Shit.
I think they're gonna arrest Twilight more than just PDA.
Disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, 1 minute.
Okay.
As it turned out, the law didn't exactly prohibit the reading of books in public places, no matter how erotic that reading might have been, so Twilight was only jailed for a total of 2 weeks for public indecency, and they let her keep her book. Wah!
Public indecency? They're nude!
They're always naked.
I know.
Rainbow Dash, on the other hand, was sentenced to 5 months for non-consensual hugging after the mayor filed a complaint against her. She's currently free, but still on probation after she relapsed during a second book signing event. Well then. During her time behind bars, Twilight came to find out that loving books wasn't as immoral as she had been told, and so she spent the next 2 years fighting the equestrian legal system to have the definition of love changed. What?
2 years?
What?
Yeah, she's fighting to have the law of love changed. During her time, after many months of hard work and more than a few sleepless nights, she was able to convince the judge that love between a mayor and a book was morally allowable. What?
She succeeded?
Are you kidding me?
What? Oh, Gonzo, hide me! Hide me!
Are you?
I'm not mad yet. Now,
Gonzo, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The jury's still out on stallions and books, though.
Wait, what?
reading, Shadow.
Yes, ma'am. Shortly after the successful court date, Twilight and the book had their wedding. Oh, no,
Why
no, 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 no.
in the book has a wedding?
Keep reading!
Gonzo, I'm getting scared now. Twilight was the bride and Spike was the bridesmaid, unwillingly, it should be noted. The two now live happily in the room above the Silver Sapling Library in the center of Ponyville, and from time to time, they entertain guests together. Twilight even got a movie deal when a production company approached her about making a movie centered around her struggle to have the law changed so her life could be legal. That movie is called Sparkle, and it's slated for release this fall.
Is that seriously all of the fanfic it's gonna say?
Yes, it's all in the fanfic.
Wait, this is the end?
No, there's more.
Keep going.
Gonzo, I'm seriously getting scared. She's going in the
Seriously, when is it gonna reveal that the book is really Trixie?
Why don't we continue and find out?
Gonzo, she's going into brutalized mode. Please shoot me.
Just go!
Are you coming to bed?
Are you coming to bed, love? God!
It stood on the far side of the room, leaned up against a wall, unmoving. Twilight
What's the
frowned.
matter?
It said nothing. Sighing, Twilight tossed aside the covers and made her way over to the book. She leaned against the cover, pressing her body against it.
Wait, don't you want to come to bed?
She asked, but it remained silent. She ran her hooves up and down its sides, sighing into its title.
We worked hard for this.
Wait.
We worked hard for this. We deserve a chance to relax, and I actually break my wrist there. Ouch. Look.
Just as Twilight's lips puckered around, she made to kiss the cover. A flash of light filled the room and momentarily blinded her.
Oh shit!
Twilight
Trixie!
blinked away the light as it slowly faded, and where the book had once stood, a pony now stood in its place. Her mane a silky silver and her coat her mane a silky silver and her coat dark blue. The pony had an awkward smile adorning her face.
Huh. I guess it wasn't permanent.
Twilight took a step back.
Wait. Yeah. Perhaps I should explain You were the book the whole time?
Trixie bit her lip.
Well, you see...
She was interrupted by the other pony's lips as Twilight pulled her into a passionate embrace. Wah!
What?
What are you doing?
When she pulled away for a second to take a breath, Twilight said,
Nah, good enough.
and they kissed again.
Holy-
The end!
What?
Shadow?
What did you do to me?
Shadow?
What did you do to me?
I'm okay.
Are you certain about that? I think you're holding something back.
I'm fine. Inverted, why do you ask?
I think you're obviously holding something back. Maybe you'd like to share it with us?
That's it. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm fine.
Maybe we should take a break before Infinite decides to mindfuck us again.